Um, uh, So welcome everyone. My name is Betty. I'm from the hotel school and I'm based in Sydney. Today I will be the main speaker to represent the hotel school to tell you more information about the hotel school as well. And now I would like to introduce my director, our director of the sales and marketing from the hotel school, Mr. Tim Rodney. He will start the presentation first, and then after all, I will answer you all the question and answer as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tim. Sorry.
Thanks, Betty. Sorry, Bo, would you be able to let me turn my camera on?
Yes, sure, no problem.
Access to that, thank you.
No problem. Done.
Awesome. Let me get that on. Hello, everybody. How are you? Okay. Thank you very much. And yes, once again, very big warm welcome to all of the participants here. As Betty mentioned, we're going to give you a bit of an introduction to the hotel school. I'll kick things off and then I'll hand over to Betty, who will talk about the courses and the programs. So without further ado, let's begin. So I thought we'd begin by introducing the international team. So myself, Tim, I'm the head of sales and marketing for the hotel school. And with me, we obviously have Betty, who's our senior regional manager based in Sydney. I'm actually based in Perth. We have Samantha Teo, who's based in Melbourne at our campus there, regional manager. Sam looks after onshore Melbourne and offshore Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan.
Yes.
In the middle there, we have Fernando Pimentel, our international, well, he's our marketing manager. I'm used to introducing him as our international marketing executive, but he's got an increased role now. So Fernando looks after offshore LATAM for us, as well as all of our marketing needs. We have Ashish Bhatt, who's the regional head for South Asia, based in New Delhi. We have Nhung, who's our Vietnam country manager, also looks after Cambodia. And Donnie, who is here with us as well today. Donnie is our Indonesia country manager and also looks after Myanmar as well. So that's the international team of the hotel school.
My name's Adam Shoemaker. I'm delighted to be the Vice Chancellor of Southern Cross University. I have been to 5 separate countries outside Australia and I've met alumni from the hotel school in each one of them. So it really tells you something about the global reach of this joint alliance partnership. It's fantastic.
The partnership we have is very unique because it connects one of Australia's best universities to the industry. When the industry is moving so fast, there's so much innovation, it's actually making sure that the education is very directly aligned to the needs of the industry.
It's what Southern Cross University is all about, the fact that we are the only hotel school in Australia that is a boutique hotel school. You get the degree from the public university, but you're receiving it in a very supported, small environment where everybody knows your name and everybody supports you every step of the way. You're not lost in the system.
What I like about the industry generally is that you can choose so many different areas of specialty, and it is a business degree. You're in the business of hospitality, leisure, entertainment, and hotels.
It's the hotel school, so that means the best of, the best in breed, and the best in Australia.
I think the audio may not be working, but anyway, Tim,
hear it.
you.
I hear,
Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I hear
too.
it. No, it's fine.
Oh, good,
I think
good.
there was just a
Yeah.
delay from some of our participants, but it's fine. The audio is clear.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Tim. I leave it to you.
So as you saw from that video, and as Bo mentioned in his introduction, we are actually quite a unique institution in that we are a partnership between industry and education. So on the education side, we're a part of Southern Cross University, a young public Australian university. So everything from our qualifications, all of the academic rigor, offer letters, COEs are all Southern Cross University. On the industry side, we're part of a company called Mulfa. Now, Mulfa might not be a name that all of you are familiar with, But Mulfa is a multi-billion-dollar investment company, and they invest in many different areas, but one of the strongest areas that they invest in is in luxury hotels. And that's why we're the perfect combination for students, because we are the only hotel school in the world jointly owned by a five-star hotel investor and a public university. It means that you're getting the public university degree, but more than that, you're getting the jobs. And that's what students come to us for, is to start their careers or to take the next step in their careers. And we can certainly provide that. And that's why we say to our students, study with us, work with us, because that's what we can provide to students. I'm going to show you a few of the properties of Mulfa, just so you know some of the hotels that we own, starting with the Intercontinental in Sydney. So this is our flagship property just next to the Sydney campus. We own the Intercontinental Hayman Island, one of Australasia's premier luxury island resorts. We own the Intercontinental Sanctuary Cove on the Gold Coast. We own Bimbadgen, which is a huge winery in the Hunter region. We own the Maritz Hotel and Salzburg Apartments in Perisher. We own properties overseas as well, including the London Marriott Hotel Grosvenor Square. We own a beautiful Sofitel in Paris. We own the largest Sofitel in the world, which is in Manila, in the Philippines. And we own a couple of properties in Hong Kong, including the Novotel Century Hong Kong and the Ibis North Point in Hong Kong. And at all of those hotels, our students have the unique opportunity to work, be it part-time, be it internships, be it full-time graduate positions. And as you can see, we have a wide range of properties, from the ultra luxury properties through to business hotels, through to the more budget conscious. So again, our students have not only the opportunity to work across many different areas, from sales and marketing, human resources, front office, food and beverage management, but they also get the opportunity to do that across many different sorts of hotels. I also wanted to make specific mention of some of the properties that we have in regional locations. So these, all of the properties on this slide are in regional locations of Australia, including the very famous Intercontinental Hayman Island resort. Now, why we highlight this is we know that we have a lot of students that come to us and they are looking at opportunities to stay in Australia longer term. So we're able to connect students with employment opportunities. I can tell you right now, we have a massive shortage across the entire industry of skilled staff. That's why the Australian government has recently removed the cap on the number of hours that students can work in our particular sector. So they're no longer capped at 40 hours per fortnight. They can work full time in the industry because there is such a shortage of skilled staff. And we certainly are feeling that in our regional properties. So Intercontinental Hayman Island, we're just about to start a joint marketing campaign with them, trying to get more staff onto the island. They've really reduced the cost of living. It's only $170 a week to live there at the moment if you're a staff member, which is a fair bit cheaper than the basic rooms, which start from about $1,500 a night. So yeah, there's these regional properties. We have students doing internships at these regional properties, certainly students who complete one of our qualifications and maybe go onto a 485 visa are able to work in any of these regional locations. So we have opportunities, we have that sort of availability for students if they are looking to get some work experience in a regional location. We can help them out with that. We can help them out with international placements or with the big city placements as well. So at the moment, it's a really good time to be a student or working in this industry because there is such a shortage. So salaries have gone up. We're paying much higher rates to staff than we were pre-pandemic because we have to be able to secure the talent at the moment. A great time for students to get into the industry. Next, I'm going to show you the locations of the hotel school. We'll start with Sydney, which is where we began back in 1989. We're on Phillip Street, as mentioned, just next to the Intercontinental, which we actually began as the Intercontinental Hotel School, and we're operating out of that property. We quickly outgrew that premises and moved basically next door. And that's where we are today. We had a $4 million renovation of the campus, which was completed in early 2019. Great central location, 400 metres to the Opera House, very easy to access via public transport. But importantly, we choose to be in the CBD because that's where the industry is concentrated. So we're all about exposing our students to the industry through part-time work, through internships, but also guest lectures. We have classes delivered by some of our industry guests. So being surrounded by the industry certainly gives us the opportunity to have maximum interaction and exposure to the industry for our students. The second campus of the hotel school is Melbourne, which we opened in 2015. We're on Lonsdale Street, again in the middle of the CBD. It's actually the fastest growing campus of the hotel school. A great location within the tram zone in Melbourne, again surrounded by the industry and you know, all of the amenities and the attractions of Melbourne CBD just on our doorstep. The third campus of the hotel school is our Brisbane campus, which we opened in 2019. Very excited to be in Brisbane. Brisbane has a really dynamic hospitality, hotel scene, tourism sector, because not only do you have the opportunities and the attractions of Brisbane, but we also have the Gold Coast, which is, you know, less than an hour commute away. So we actually have quite a few students that live in between the Brisbane and Gold Coast. So we have our big Intercontinental Sanctuary Cove property there. A lot of our students are working there and coming into classes in the Brisbane CBD. So that's the third campus. We do have a fourth campus, which Betty will show you later. It's not quite ready for international students yet, but it's in a pretty dream location. And I'll let Betty introduce that to you later in the presentation. The final slide from me, I'm going to talk a little bit about the career opportunities before handing over to Betty, and she can go into more detail. But basically, and Betty will explain this as I mentioned later, the qualifications that we deliver at the hotel school are actually business qualifications. So we do a Bachelor of Business in Hotel Management, a Master's of Business in Global Hotel Leadership. It's not necessarily the traditional hotel management qualifications that people think of, where you learn how to wait tables or cook food. It's not that sort of qualification. This is a business degree. We are essentially a business school, but we are preparing leaders and managers for the booming hospitality, hotel and tourism sector. So in terms of career choices, students can work in general hotel management. A lot of students, when they first come to us, they have the goal of becoming a general manager of a big 5-star hotel. You can work in hospitality. Most of our students who work in hospitality are actually entrepreneurs themselves, so setting up their own restaurants or bars. Event management, again, we have students who work for big events companies. We have some that have started their own. Tourism is obviously a really broad and wide sector with lots of opportunities. We get a lot of students who come to us who simply wanted to work in the business sector. So we actually have in our master's qualification, almost 50% of the students come from a Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Accounting, Bachelor of Commerce, because they want to work in business, but they find out with, you know, some of those more generic business qualifications, even from a very good university in Australia, it can be challenging to find jobs. As what we can do is help them develop those business skills, but in a setting which allows them many employment opportunities. So a lot of our students want to work in sales and marketing, human resource management, accounting and finance, revenue and yield management, public relations. We can help them to find jobs in our sector in these sort of roles that they're looking for. Alternatively, these are transferable skills. So we have students working for Microsoft, we have students working for Google, anything sort of customer-centric, customer-focused industry. The soft skills that you learn to develop at the hotel school can certainly help with that as well. So I guess the point of this slide is just to show you that there's a really wide and varied employment opportunities after this. It's not a commercial cookery school. We don't prepare chefs. We don't have any kitchen facilities on campus. We are a business school, but a business school which has fantastic outcomes in terms of employability. And I might hand over to Betty to run you through the rest of the presentation. So over to you, Betty.
Thank you, Tim. When we're talking about the internship and jobs, so how do we help to the student? So for us, we will have the job-ready practical training organized by our professional learning center team. So for the job-ready practical training, student will have all the support, all the things that they can get from our professional learning team, such as like we will always organize the fan trip for our Mulfa property. As you see that we have so many property around in Australia. We also do the fan trip before from overseas, like the Singapore in the last 2 years before COVID as well. We also have regular industry guest speaker series happen every single week, and then the student can get more connection and get more understanding about the industry. And also we have some like the training, like the career coaching, personal branding, everything like the panel discussion as well. One more thing I want to highlight is the mock interview session, because the reason why I want to highlight this before for the next session, because every student, while they want to do our bachelor degree, master degree and the associate degree, they will have the internship opportunity. So before they go into the internship opportunity, our professional learning center department, they will assist them to organize a mock interview session with the HR manager for the hotel, which they will have the formal interview. So to give you an example, for example, one of our students will go in to do the internship next month. We will organize a mock interview with the same HR manager, which is he will interview from that internship, so he can get some feedback and experience from the HR manager that he will be interviewed for the job, and also get some like the different have any feedback from the student, any feedback from the HR manager. And then while they do the formal and real one interview, they will get everything ready, and then they can start the job straight away as well. So this is what we can organize from our student. And as I mentioned, we have a department called Professional Learning Center. We have the staff based in each campus to assist the student for all the career support and also the job placement as well. So we also organize a weekly session for all our students, either on campus or on Zoom right now. So to give all the support to the student, how to get understanding the industry, how to get the training, all the support that we organize for our students. And then this is our team from the Professional Learning Center team. So we have staff on each campus, so the student can always contact them, give them ask them the feedback about the internship, about the job, and about the career as well. And then recently, we also organized to assist the student to find the part-time job straight away when they start the program. So this is the photo that we did in session 1 in February intake. We will invite the recruitment agency, one of them called Practical People, and also we will invite the 5-star hotel HR manager to see the student straight away on the orientation week as well. So recently, students can get the part-time job straight away from the orientation, which means that students, while they study with us, they started to work with us as well. So which is a very great experience for the student to consider to study at the hotel school. Yes, as I mentioned, we have internship also in Mulfa, and also we can organize the internship for the overseas internship as well. Some student, I got student this week asked me, I'm from Hong Kong, I want to do an internship in the Hong Kong because we have 2 hotels in Hong Kong under the Mulfa group, right? So yes, the student can definitely consider, if they want to, they can consider to go back any one of our hotel under Mulfa. They can still doing the internship from there as well. And then it's a great news that it's a paid internship while they consider to do the internship in Australia. Minimum salary is start from the $26 Australian dollar per hour. For both bachelor and master program, minimum we can have the 600-hour internship, which means that the student can earn at least $15,618. But however, as you know that recently for the paid internship, which is during the internship time, student can work full-time, which means that they can work more than 600 hours. So the student usually can earn more than $25,000 during that 6-month time as well. And recently with those students in Australia, there, they can have the relief the part-time hour, they can do full-time as well. So which is a very good income for the student, especially from the international student as well. And then this is something I want to share with you is the graduate outcome. So as you can see, we have more than 97% of our graduate, they can get a full-time job offer within 6 months while they graduate. Another good news that we have almost 70% of our graduate, they can get a full-time job offer before graduate, which is very powerful for the student to get this news about the job outcome to study at the hotel school as well. We also have an additional service for all our graduate and alumni. Especially this service usually is not very common, but however, last year is a very common from some of our graduate as well, because during COVID, they may lost the job or they may struggling about the finding another job. We have the graduate placement service from all our graduate after they graduate for 12 months. They can always talk to our professional learning center. And then they can come to us and ask them any job available, and also they can get some feedback about the update their resume, update their CV and whatever, and also they can attend all the workshop as well that I mentioned earlier. So which is very great for students. We look after our students, especially they graduate from the hotel school. They can have that graduate recruitment service to the student as well. And then now I would like to introduce our program. It's very straightforward. We just only have 6 qualification offered by the hotel school under Southern Cross University. So I want to, before I start, I want to mention to everyone to do as well. So from the student, while they apply from the application, to get the application form, to get the offer letter, to get the COE, and get all the transcript and the graduate certificate. It's all under Southern Cross University. You will never see anything from the hotel school. Hotel school is a kind of, I can say, a campus name, support and also partnership with the Mulfa group, because the student can get the job from Mulfa and also all the support from Mulfa as well. At the same time, the student is a full-time student study at the Southern Cross University, which means that they can access all the things from the Southern Cross University, all the online platform, like backboard, all the library and everything is a Southern Cross University student. So students don't worry about the qualification, because we are this Australian public university. The first course is the diploma, but our diploma is a little bit higher diploma compared with the other vocational diploma. It's a diploma of hotel management. It's a 1-year program. Is equivalent to the year 1 of our bachelor. So usually students, if they can't reach the English requirement, they can consider to do our diploma first and then to work for our bachelor degree on the 2nd year. For our second courses is also a new program from us as well. It's called Associate Degree of International Hotel and Tourism Management. This program, we have a very unique partnership with the HTMI Switzerland Hotel School. I think you guys maybe heard about HTMI Switzerland because it's one of the very famous hotel schools around the world. This year, they have the ranking number 13 for the QS ranking for the HTMI Switzerland. For this program, we have a unique partnership with the HTMI and the hotel school and the Southern Cross University, which means that during this 2-year time, students have a 2 certificate, 2 qualification. One is the associate degree awarded by the Southern Cross University, and other one is the HTMI Switzerland, the Diploma of International Hotel Tourism Management. So students can have 2 qualifications at the same time while studying this program with us. And the good thing was this program, because we are unique partnership with the HTMI Switzerland, we are using the same style and same method to teach the student, which is the internship and the job placement training. So during this 2-year time, student can have minimum 10-month paid internship. So which is almost half of their program is working. Another half of the program is studying. So which is very good for the student if they want to earn some money. At the same time, they can on the job training as well. So it's a very great program from international student and overseas student as well. Another program we have is one of our key program and have been running this program for more than 30 years is our Bachelor of Business in Hotel Management. It's also a 3-year bachelor degree in Australia. And then you still have of course, definitely we have a 6-month paid internship during the program as well. So usually student will take the internship by end of the year because they can keep the same full-time job while they will continue to apply the 485 visa. So which is very common for our international student. Just a summary about our pathway for the undergraduate from student. So student can they can consider to do our associate degree towards to our bachelor. It's still 3-year time with the 10-month paid internship. Or they can do our diploma and then do our bachelor. Altogether, still a 3-year, but this option will only have the 6-month paid internship as well. So which will depend on the student, what kind of the teaching or what kind of the pathway they can consider. We are welcome to all the students from all the country. They can consider to do the associate degree for our bachelor, or they can do our diploma for the bachelor as well. There's also same 3-year time altogether. And then I would like to introduce our postgraduate qualification. We start from the Graduate Certificate of Business in Global Hotel Leadership. It's a more business qualification, as Tim mentioned earlier. So we are specialized in the business. So this year we upskill a program. It's called a Graduate Certificate of Business or Global Hotel Leadership. So with those students, if they don't have any business or any other background related to the business or hotel or hospitality management, they can start from our graduate certificate towards to our graduate diploma, and then they're doing our master degree. So this all together still 2 years time while they can complete the master degree. And also one thing I want to highlight before to get more information to you today, we are only one public university in Australia. For a 2-year master, we can have a 6-month paid internship for our master degree. So which is very popular for the student. If they have any student in Australia, they complete the bachelor degree, but they want to have some working experience, especially a 6-month paid internship experience, they can consider our master degree as well. So which is a very, very powerful and unique program from our master. And then the master program, they also have one more option to the internship as well. With those students, they would like not work in the hotel, they also can work in a Mulfa property or Mulfa head office. I think you guys may not 100% understood about the Mulfa company, but however, Mulfa have a lot of the hotel, a lot of the property, a lot of the buildings owned by Mulfa in Australia. So which means that the student also can work in those company and organization under Mulfa as well. So we have students work in a sales and marketing department, finance department, research officer, revenue officer, and also I got one student just now will do a event coordinator at Mulfa as well. So which means that students not only just limit themselves only work in our hotel or hotel group, they also can work in a different big organization under Mulfa as well. So which is very, very attractive for the student. And then this is a summary about the postgraduate pathway. As I mentioned earlier, students can start from graduate certificate, graduate diploma, and master. This is a summary about our school fee from the hotel school, Southern Cross University. One more thing I want to highlight before our Q&A session is the potential earning from the internship and casual work. The reason why we want to highlight this point, because first of all, as I mentioned earlier, we organize the paid internship from the student, which depends on which program, either minimum 600 hours up to the 880 hours. And then student can do the part-time job. As we mentioned, we assist the student to get the part-time job while they start the program. So this is the indication that we calculate the part-time job hours, 20 hours per week, 40 hours per fortnight, and the 600-hour internship. Then the student, for example, like they will do the master program for 2 years, they can almost earn their school fee during this 2-year time. On top of that, while they consider to do our associate degree program, it's a 2-year program, they can earn more than the school fee as well, because our associate degree offer more internship hours for the student. So which is very attractive for the international student. If they love to work, if they love to study the hospitality and tourism management, this is one of the good choice. Just a snapshot about the application process. So if you have any question, you can contact any one of us today, and then we will give you more information about each country requirement as well. And then the scholarship, yes, we have a special scholarship from from our agents and partners. Recently, we have a 25% of the first year scholarship from the onshore student. We also have the offshore scholarship from the offshore student as well, start from $2,000 up to the $6,000. So if you want to get any specific information about the scholarship, you can contact us, or you can contact our country manager, or you can contact Yes Education Group as well.
Yeah.
And lastly is a summary about the hotel school. Just a snapshot about who we are and why you want to consider us as well. So the Australian is we are the oldest hotel school in Australia. We have 3 different locations in the CBD area. We have a paid internship from the student, both from our bachelor, master, and associate degree program. And also one thing is highlight, because we are part of the Southern Cross University, so more than 50% of our student is a domestic student. So which is very good from the international student, have a different cultural experience. They can have like domestic student experience and the international experience. And lastly, we are very unique partnership at Bob mentioned earlier. We have the partnership between a Southern Cross University and Mulfa. And lastly, as I team mentioned in the very beginning, we will open a 4th campus in the Hayman Island. It will be ready by end of the year for the international student, and the first program will be delivered by associate degree and then bachelor and others. So this particular campus is a regional area, and also the student and will be live and study and work in the island. So I will play the last video now.
Great.
Oh. So how can I pay? Yeah.
Hayman Island is located in a regional area, and this means that we really look after our colleagues and make sure that they feel that they have a great working environment. Every day is different. You really look forward to go to work.
If you like the weather, you like the sun, this is the place to go.
We actually are a family in the sense that at the end of a busy day, we go home to each other. So we live together, we work together, we play together, we enjoy life together.
This is hospitality. This is true hospitality.
Just as important as all of that is knowing the industry. And for that reason, I'm very passionate about partnering with the hotel school.
With the knowledge, with the practice, with the training that I received from the hotel school, I felt like I'm ready to get into the industry. It's not just about study, but also having the support from your life, from your job.
The graduates that come through the hotel school really have great qualities. They're very confident, they're very friendly, they're international, they're well-traveled.
It's having people that already have the core skills and foundations of what it means to be a hospitality professional.
I think hotel school is a great pathway, and it's the best thing I have done for my career.
Okay, thank you very much for today. This is the end of the presentation.
Thank you so much, Betty. Well done. Very great and comprehensive presentation there. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure a lot of our partners enjoyed it. So before we get to the questions, if anyone does have any specific questions for Betty, now would be the time. And I really do invite you to think hard, use your brain to ask some really good questions. Anything that you may have. Betty's super experienced. She's been in the industry for a very long time. And especially any questions related to hospitality or working or scholarships, anything like that, don't be afraid to ask. One thing that I really noted there, Betty, was the balance, the potential earnings that you have as a student while you study at the hotel school. I think that's one of the greatest benefits. You can actually go there and then return with a green balance sheet. And that was interesting to see the associate degree really does put you in a good position to actually earn some good money while you study there too. So everyone out there should really think about that, because of course our students think about that a lot, and their families think about that a lot too. So today we have quite a few Vietnamese partners today. So maybe could you briefly explain which programs do Vietnamese students apply to the most, and what do you think Vietnamese students get most benefit out of studying at the hotel school in your opinion?
Most of Vietnamese students, they usually do our bachelor program. So this is one of the most popular program for most of our students from Vietnam, because they finish their high school and then depends on the GPA score. And if they can direct to our bachelor, they can do our bachelor. If they have not enough GPA, they can do the diploma first and then towards for our bachelor. So which is a very great program. And now we have a new program start from this year, is the associate degree as well. So it's also a great experience for the student if they want to earn more money, especially from overseas, and then they can also towards at the end they still have the bachelor degree as well. And one more thing, especially from the associate degree, students, they don't need to limit themselves to only consider to study in Australia. If they want to, they can study the first 2 years in associate degree with us, right? And they still can get a higher diploma from HDMI. They can continue their bachelor, go back to Switzerland to do HDMI in Switzerland as well.
Incredible.
So I got a couple of the students recently. This is their plan as well. So she say that it's a very famous hotel school around the world. That's why she will consider to study the first 2 years in Australia, because Australia allowed her to work more hours and then cheaper school fee as well in the first 2 years. And then she can continue the bachelor degree in Switzerland. So which is possible because we deliver their program, we have the partnership with them as well. So like vice versa is a very positive thing as well. And for onshore, I have quite a good number of the students from Vietnam. They are also doing a master. For example, maybe they are from accounting background or IT background. They're struggling to find a job after they finish their degree, and then now I got a couple of the students in the last 2 years. They do a master program, and now everyone they working in the industry right now. So which is a very great for them for experience, right? And also it's more like a study and also can work as well, because especially for the critical sector staff form, we are helping all the students to get the part-time job as well. Not only need to wait for until the internship, we are now to start to get the job from the students straight away. So while they start the program, we will pay them to the part-time job. Don't need to wait until the end of the program while they do the internship. We can help them to get the part-time job straight away as well.
Great. Yeah, for Vietnam, do you remember exactly what the GPA requirements are for associate degree or bachelor? I think it must be around 6 or 7.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have my country manager here today as well. She's somewhere.
She's somewhere here. Oh,
yes, she's somewhere. Yes, we have a country manager based in Vietnam, so we will share the contact with you as well. So if you guys need any help, any assistance, she's the one. And then both can meet up together as well. She was in hotel school for a while. She understands entry requirement and all the details. So Hong is on here today. I saw her. She texted me already. So with particular for Vietnam market, you can talk to her, and then any partner today also can talk to her as well.
Great, fantastic. She's here, is she?
Yes, she's here. Yes, she's here. She told me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's very nice.
Nyung is her name, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wonder if Nyung wants to quickly explain maybe some of the requirements. What do you think, Nyung? Yeah, I'll allow you to come in. Okay, she's becoming our guest now. Here she is.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you. You're based in Ho Chi Minh City?
I'm based in Hanoi now.
Oh, you're in Hanoi. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'm in Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
Yes, I'm
great.
based in
Yeah.
Vietnam. Mhm.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right.
So,
So
if-
Ning, what could you quickly explain to our partners today what would be the requirement for some of the popular programs for Vietnamese students, like the GPA, and do you and maybe you could explain the scholarship as well.
yeah, so the popular courses for Vietnamese student is bachelor, master, and diploma. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you very
Yeah,
clear.
the connection is not well. So, yeah, so if student want to go to the diploma program, the GPA, the requirement of the GPA is 7.0 for the class
Yes.
12.
Yeah, I thought it might be 7. Yeah.
Yeah. And if the student want to go to the bachelor one, for the high risk gonna be 8.0, and the low risk gonna be 7.5.
Okay.
The list of high risk and low risk I can send you now. We just have 1 second.
Great.
We have specific area, so that's quite easy for you guys to check it. We have the high risk list, and none of this will be the low risk. So the low risk, they just require 7.5 for the class 12 GPA only.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. That's great. What about for the master program?
Yeah.
Just
So
need to graduate bachelor.
Yeah, exactly. For the master, the student just required to graduate the bachelor, and they have enough IELTS to go to the course. If student in Vietnam, they have enough requirements for GPA and IELTS. For bachelor and master program, we have the scholarship for Vietnamese students. Specific for Vietnamese students is for 4,000 Australian dollar for the first year.
Yep, 4,000 for the first year. That's great. Fantastic. That's very good. Thank you. I can see you put the list of province and cities in the high risk. So if everyone can see in the chat box some of those, they're quite standard, but perhaps there's a little bit more than normal. So that's good. So I have some other questions here from our partners. Okay. Normally, Betty, is the risk quite high if a student applies along with a spouse? Would you recommend?
Yeah, it depends on which country they are from. I still have quite a lot of the application they come with the spouse, but it really depends on the applicant and depend on the country they were from as well. I always have students with they from Asia country, they come with the spouse as well.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the visa rate for us, you know.
Yeah.
It's not because they are spouse, then we cannot accept the application. It's all depends on the visa risk from the applicants as well.
Okay. Yeah. If a student has done a Bachelor of Arts from India, would he or she be able to apply for a Master of in Hospitality?
Because it's not related to the business.
Yeah,
so they can start from our graduate certificate and graduate diploma to a master.
Can do graduate certificate.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Fantastic. That's good. So a lot of flexibility, guys.
Yes.
With that, hope that answers your question, Harpreet. Another question. I'm not sure if you get a lot of questions from Bhutan, and you may not know the GPA requirement, but yes, one agent, one of our partners asking about the GPA requirement for Bhutan. You might not know that now, but maybe you can let me know.
I will let you know because we are not quite keen this market before.
Yes.
And check on the
small.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jambe, I will let you know the GPA requirement for Bhutan after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many percent
required from India?
You mean yes.
I think high school.
Yes. So I think I also need to check with our country manager from India
that's fine
as well. He's more specialized on the entry requirement.
Yeah, and India is a little bit more complex because it depends on the state.
Yes.
as well. So Harpreet, which state is the student applying from? And then I can let Betty know after this, and then let you know. Punjab. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some restriction on Punjab. Yeah.
Yes, and I think there is some restriction from Punjab.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. My country manager is here. He just say hi.
Oh, good, great. Hi, Ashish. How are you? Ashish, could you let us know quickly what the percentage required from Punjab would be, or applications from Punjab quite restricted at this time? Yeah, I'll let Ashish reply when he can. Any more questions from anyone today about work placement or scholarships of any kind? Don't be afraid to ask. I want everyone to have their chance. For bachelor, we need 2nd division from section 1 and section 2 uni. Sorry. Oh, I think maybe he made a mistake typing. This is for masters. Yes, this is for masters. Yeah. From I think he was asking for bachelor, but that's good to have the master's information there too. Thank you, Ashish. Great. So and also Betty, do most students from Vietnam, do they go to Melbourne or Sydney more?
Melbourne, Sydney, half and half.
Half, yeah.
Yeah.
What about from Indonesia?
Indonesia, I still seem like half and half as well.
Yeah.
Not particular.
Good mix. Good mix between
like
both
half
campuses.
and half is it's true. It's like Indonesia. I have student now, and in Melbourne as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic. Very good. Oh, that's great. Jumbe, Ashish is also replying in terms of the Bhutan requirement as well. So you can have a look in the chat box there. Yeah, and then the state board for the bachelor requirement is there too. Fantastic. Let's see if there's any more questions here. I hope, Harpreet, you got your questions answered. Pradeep is asking any news regarding the border reopening. No, there's been some good news recently, Pradeep, for South Australia. South Australia will start to open, but very slowly, 250 students every fortnight, but they would be current students. They won't be taking new students anytime soon. New South Wales also had a plan. Let's see how that goes as well. But mainly they will be admitting the new students, the current students, those that are studying online first, and then they will start to allow students, or new students later on after that. So still some time, Pradeep, but we do encourage students to apply, to get their places, to secure scholarships. That's really important as well, because you never know when the Australian government will announce a new policy to let new students in as well. So they will prioritize those students that have a visa already. So we do encourage students to go ahead and make the application, get everything done, and then get a student visa, and then study online, and then wait for the notification from the Australian government. So I really do encourage you, Pradeep, to make applications now as soon as you can. How is it? No, yeah, so Ashish is really good here. He's been giving some good information about no art students from Punjab, unfortunately. Probably need more business students. No married cases from Punjab as well. So very clear about that. Jumbe asks Ashish, what is the visa success rate for diploma courses from Bhutan? He says, I heard there is a higher risk in applying for diploma courses. Could you please guide me? So he does ask that. Let me see. Bhutan is a level 1, so no issue for the diploma, Jumbe. So yeah, I do encourage you to apply for diploma, and then you can package as well. So that's good as well. You'd want to see progression to bachelor after diploma. Great.
Great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you to remind me. We are the level 1 university now.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Level 1. Very congratulations. That shows the quality of the hotel school. All right. Anything else you wanted to add, Betty? Any other points before we finish?
Pretty much because we, as I mentioned earlier, we are the part of the Southern Cross University.
Yes,
so
exactly.
students study from application, from the end of the qualification, they will have the graduate certificate from the Southern Cross University.
Yep.
And then the good thing for us, we are very unique partnership between the Mulfa, which means that the student can work from our hotel. It's not like sending to the other hotel or connection, but our powerful thing is our students work in our own hotel. So students can study with us and work with us, so which is a very great and powerful from the hotel school as well.
Yeah.
And then and you can see our graduate successful rate. You can see all the students can get the job, and this is our success. You know, our success is you can see the student work in the industry, get the job is our success.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
great.
thank you. They post the contact details on the chat room as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If anyone does have any applications, of course, for Southern Cross, be sure to let us know, your Yes Education team member know, and then we will help with the applications.
Yes.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining today, and I hope you all stay safe. And thank you, Ashish and Nyung, for your contributions.
Yes, thank you so much.
As well as Betty, that was really good. Thanks everyone for joining. And I think Donnie is there from Indonesia too. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. And yeah, if you have any questions for hotel school, please be sure to let us know. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you all.
Stay safe.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.